everybody, today we're going to solve a few quadratic equations by factoring. So we have three equations. If you notice the first two, they both have a negative coefficient in the middle term. But since the constant here is positive and the constant here is negative, the way we're going to factor it is a little bit different. So let's start with the first one here. Let's go ahead and factor the trinomial on the left side. We have x squared. That means we have to have x here and x here. 24. We have to find two numbers here whose product is 24 and whose sum is negative 10. I suggest that you first you just use the numbers without the negatives. So you have 6 times 4, you have 8 times 3, 12 times 2, and 24 times 1. The product of these numbers are 24. We want the sum to be 10. Remember, we are not considering the sign now. So the sum of these two is equal to 10. So since the product is positive and the middle term is negative, they both have to be negative. So I put a negative in there. And these two numbers, 6 and 4. So negative 6 minus 4 is negative 10. That's their sum. Negative 6 times negative 4 is positive 24. That's the product. Now I have the left side trinomial factored. Now I can solve using the zero product property. X minus 6 equal to 0. Or x minus 4 equal to 0. You add 6, you're solving for x, so that means here x is equal to 6. That's your first solution. Now here, x minus 4 equal to 0, so that means I have to add 4 to solve for x, and we get x equal to 4. So the solutions are x equals 6 and x equal to 4. Now let's try the second equation. We have x squared minus 2x minus 24 equal to 0. Again, we're going to factor the trinomial on the left side of the equation. We have x squared. That means we have to have x here and x here. Now again, the product is negative 24. Since our product is negative 24, we are looking at two numbers with opposite signs, right? Well, you don't have to do them here. I already found those, the product, right? 24. But since the product is negative, one of them must be negative and one of them must be positive, because that would give me a negative product. So you are looking now at two numbers that have a difference of 2. Okay? So which two numbers have difference of 2? It cannot be this or this or this. 6 and 4 are the only ones. Again, you have to ignore the negative. So 6 and 4 give me a product of 24, and 6, the difference, also give me a 2. We just have to worry about the sign now. Well, since the middle term is negative, the larger one has to be negative, because if I multiply negative 6 times 4 is negative 24. That's the product. And if I add negative 6 plus 4, what do I get? I get negative 2, and that will be the sum in the middle term. So let's go ahead and do this. So you have negative 6 right here and positive 4. Now we set each factor containing a variable equal to 0. So that would be x minus 6 equal to 0 or x plus 4 equal to 0. Now solve for x. You add 6 on both sides. We get x is equal to, this cancels, 6. And here x plus 4 equal to 0. We subtract 4 on both sides. And we get, this cancels, x is equal to negative 4. All right. Now let's try one more problem here. X squared plus 3x minus 70 equal to 0. So now I need to find two numbers whose product is negative 7. So right here, if I want to factor the trinomial on the left side, x squared, that is going to give me x and x here. Now I need to find two numbers whose product is 70 and whose sum is 3. So remember, the product is negative 70. That means one of them is positive and one of them is negative. So we are looking at the same thing as we had in the second problem right here. Same thing, okay? So except now here the middle term is negative and here the middle term is positive, okay? So how do we do this? Since the middle term is positive, the larger absolute value is going to be positive. So let's see, two numbers whose product is 70 and whose difference is 3. How about 7 and 10? That'll do it, right? 7 times 10 gives me 70, and the difference, 10 minus 7, is 3. So only worry about the sign. I just said it. 10 minus 7 is 3, and that's what I have. So this one will have to be here. So negative 7 times 10, that's give me negative 70, and that's a product. That's what I have here. Negative 7 plus 10, that gives me positive 3, or you can think about it, 10 minus 7 give you 3. So that is it. You have here minus 7, so the 7 that have a minus before it, plus 10, and here you have. This is the correct factoring on the left side of the equation. We set each factor containing a variable equal to 0. I don't need the parentheses here. X plus 10 equal to 0. So now we add 7 on both sides, and this cancels. X is equal to 7 on the left side of the equation, and we subtract 10 on both sides, and that cancels, and we get x is equal to negative 10. So these are my two solutions, x equals 7 and x equal to 10. I hope you found this video helpful, and see you next video. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.